Yo, DJ, you want to watch some TV?
Hey, you got the popcorn started?
Yeah, man, it's going. You want to watch the Andy Griffith Show?
You always want to watch that
it's a
show.
classic, the black and white with the whistling.
There he
It's my
is.
favorite.
And there she is.
Shoot,
What's up, bro?
am I in trouble?
Why would you be in trouble?
I don't know. You always come out here yelling at me.
No. The only person who's in trouble is Mr. Paul George.
Oh,
because
shoot.
you,
What?
sir, got the Gatorade commercial.
We got it?
Yes,
Say it
this is
ain't
amazing.
so.
Gatorade.
Yo.
Ooh la la.
Oh.
Ooh la la. You know it.
Oh, man, I got to work on my acting.
Oh, acting. That's what I'm talking about. See, I know you should have sat in most sessions with fresh lettuce.
B, I keep trying to tell you, your sketches are not developed.
DJ, you think too much. But you got this. Don't worry. He got this, right, Sue?
Yeah. Acting. Be in the moment, not of the moment.
He
That's-
knows. He knows more than you do, man.
This is another great stair up the stairway to success. Congratulations, DJ.
B, we made it.
Hey, we made it, baby.
Oh,
baby.
climbing that ladder.
Fresh lettuce.
Woo.
Oh, Bel Air.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
So one.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for New Orleans, they dropped the first matchup against this squad. They'll try to even the series in tonight's game. Well, I think many expected this considering how he's been playing, but the league just announced DJ as the player of the month. What a month this guy has had.
Yo, he was so locked in. I mean, he was the best player every time on the court, regardless of who was out there. Just an all-around fantastic month for a fantastic kid, and this guy I'm a big fan of.
You know, there might have been other guys you could put in the conversation, but nobody can deny that DJ was it.
Without question.
Kenny, I agree. He was the man.
Now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan. It's almost tip-off time. Thanks for joining us.
What up, Sam?
DJ.
Go get them season ticket holders what they paid for, boy.
Season tickets. Must be nice to sit during the game.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will And on the near horizon, All-Star Week, plenty of exciting competitors. Doris, you and I talk about this all the time. If you had to pick one, what's your favorite event of All-Star Weekend?
Well, I know that it's lost some of its luster depending on the competitor, but some of my best memories of All-Star Weekend are the dunk contest. The incredible surprise of Spud Webb at his size winning the dunk contest, or the absolute majesty of both Michael Jordan and Vince Carter. As we discussed before, Kevin, I want the stars to have to participate in the dunk contest. Give me some of the high flyers.
I totally agree. I enjoy the three-point shooting. I love the skill it takes to do what they've got to do. And people don't realize how exhausting it is to go through all those racks of balls.
Oh, no question. Think vintage Larry Bird in the three-point contest. Love it.
Absolutely. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The star big men pair of Davis and Cousins are up front. Jordan Crawford out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Miller in at the 3. And stolen by Jordan. Here's the break. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Boy, when he's alone in the open court, he just attacks, right? I mean, turning on the jets and finishing easily at the rim.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Miller, the pass to Rondo, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Rondo with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Crawford. Shoots the 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
You could say they certainly were not on a string on the defensive end. They need to be so much better moving forward.
Screen by Cousins. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Excellent D there from George.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
In a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Greg, the one thing about Patrick Patterson out of Kentucky, he is a smart basketball.
Yeah, he's not the best rebounder or shot blocker, but the advanced stats love him. And he gets the job done at both ends of the floor.
Scoreless after 4 shots. Wow. That's nice technique on the glass. You know, you leverage your position and your size to pull that in.
Rondo dishes to Miller. The pass to Davis. New Orleans moving it around. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Patterson. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Crawford against Jordan. Pulls it from the elbow. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Shots good by Miller.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Amazing recognition by Felton. Sees the wide open man, sends it on time and on target.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground.
With a screen on Jordan. Crawford passes to Miller. Davis sets a screen. Rondo with it. Cantor cover. Rondo can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Boy, once Cantor establishes position on the interior, forget about it.
Pelicans trail by 7.
It's so fascinating to look back on Thunder history because 3 current players who are dominating the league were together on the Oklahoma City Thunder: Harden, Durant, and Westbrook. In retrospect, the talent level on that team was unreal.
Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Andre Robertson comes in for George. Allen dishes to Clark. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And going back to the Thunder teams with the big 3 of Harden, Durant, and Westbrook. And Doris, some bad luck with the Thunder during those seasons.
Well, first and foremost, they ran into a great Miami team in the NBA Finals. Then after Harden left, injuries to both Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook hampered their opportunities. Still, you think back, and if you're an Oklahoma City fan, you can marvel at the collection of talent you once had.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
That's tipped and stolen by Jordan. The finish, and Jordan slams it in.
Man, hard to believe. Already they're staring at a double-digit lead, and we've just gotten started.
Boy, they have come out strong. They've controlled the pace, asserted their will. Wow.
They set the screen. Jumper off the screen. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Moore's got his second bucket.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
The drive by Jordan. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
And that's a
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 17-6 run. So for New Orleans right now, the bigs inside, Davis and Cousins. Rajon Rondo is out there with Jordan Crawford, and it's Miller in at the 3 spot.
Well, Paul George has made himself into one of the premier two-way perimeter players in the NBA. I think you have to put him in that category with Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James. He can take over a game in every facet, guys.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Nuggets had a nice performance. He ended up with 22 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He reminded us of why he's so highly regarded in his league. A scintillating performance. We'll see if he can do it here again tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Well, that was an elite performance, and it didn't seem to matter what approach they used to try to slow this guy down. He had an answer for everything.
And Adams with the slam.
Well, you love when Steven Adams shows his strength. Even with the defense in his grill, he finds a way to score.
And Doris, Paul George, capable of carrying a team offensively while also locking down the other team's top wing threat.
And that, to me, Kev, is one of the hardest things to do in this league, to expend the energy necessary to be an elite two-way player. Paul George is the real deal. Well, obviously, the biggest impact Steven Adams has for this team is his ability to be a defensive force in the middle. This guy carves up space, takes away any would-be penetrators, solid rim protection, just an unbelievable guy on the interior.
Oklahoma City leading by 16. Here's Jordan, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
More on Adams, Doris. Not only is he a shot-blocking presence, but also will come up with a good amount of steals for a big man.
And that's an area, Kev, where Adams has really improved recently. For his size, he's got great agility and great anticipation in the paint. And I like that there's no hesitation to rotate and challenge any player he switches onto.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Cousins. Cousins with a screen on Jordan. Here's Crawford. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line? And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Great open look there. And that's 20 points for Jordan.
Well, Westbrook can be a pass-first mentality when necessary. How about the recognition from the crafty guard?
Here's Cousins. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist.
You like how he uses his height there.
No, exactly. I mean, you're talking about surveying the defense and cashing in with the gorgeous mid-range.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 17. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots, and we got to get back and get our defense set.
The best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
Yeah, the first half, what a thing of beauty. He was just living in the lane.
How special is it, Greg, to watch a guy who's able to get into the paint with speed and consistency? They cannot let him get inside like that.
Inside, it's Patterson and Adams. Jordan is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's George in at the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Outside Jordan. Second chance shot.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Doris, a lot of great catch and shoot players in this league, but who's the best right now at creating space for his shot off the dribble?
I'd say respectively the point guards that we saw in the NBA Finals, Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving, and they go about their business a little bit differently. Obviously, it's the handle of Kyrie Irving and his ability to not only navigate tight spaces, but his ability to finish with both hands and the creativity and the English sometimes necessary for Steph Curry. It's the majesty and the danger of guarding the three-point shot, which then he combines with that ability to shake and bake and go off the dribble. Really tough contains both of them.
I like how you mentioned the finish, because the finish sometime you can get in there and make it look great, but you can't get the 2.
You got to put the points on the board, baby.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, the Pelicans do have their challenges, but Anthony Davis remains committed to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. I guess I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. That's always been a goal of mine. My goal is to bring a championship here."
The Thunder leading by 8. The drive by Joe. Oh,
my goodness.
And when Wells spots one of his guys wide open, doesn't hesitate at all, just gets it over before the D can react.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Jordan kicks to Abrinas. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for 3 just slips away.
And the Pelicans at last season's trade deadline making the big deal for DeMarcus Cousins.
You know, you look at Anthony Davis being paired with Cousins, and certainly on paper, you could make the argument that they've got the best 1-2 punch on the front line in the league. Two Kentucky guys, great size and offensive skill in terms of their versatility. If they can surround them with shooters and some perimeter defense, I think this group could be scary.
Davis is checked in for Hill. Here's Clark. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Moore. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Moore's got it back down to within single digits for the Pelicans. Here's Jordan. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. The one thing we saw with the Thunder last postseason, Doris, is that when Russell Westbrook comes off the floor, this team sometimes lost its direction.
Yeah, but now with Paul George in the fold, it makes sense to stagger their minutes. That way they won't have such a dramatic drop-off if Russell Westbrook leaves the floor.
Russell Westbrook in for Oklahoma City. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Clark kicks to Cousins. Over Adams. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from DeMarcus Cousins.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
You know, they found a way to compose themselves on both ends of the floor, and that's what's really powered this run.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Clark, the pass to Davis. Back to Clark. Davis with a screen on Westbrook. Clark kicks to Davis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Davis has got 7.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
No good from Jordan. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Crawford with the steal. Can't hit that one. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Thunder lead by 8. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now. Trust each other and trust the load. It's not just one-on-one defense. It's together.
A little help from your friends. This is what Billy wants. He wants a lot of communication, wants teamwork. And guys, you were talking during that break. You think his team is listening?
Well, you know, you also have to credit the other team. I always say, you know, they get checks on the 1st and 15th also. I mean, the offensive play calling is having an effect, and let's just see how they respond.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. The star big men pair of Davis and Cousins are up front. Rajon Rondo is out there with Jordan Crawford, and it's Miller in at the small forward position.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And that one misses. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big bruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
And there's the foul. It goes on Mr. Incredible. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Crawford against Jordan. 5 on the clock. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Crawford.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's Jordan on the wing. In the corner, George with it. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 3rd assist on the night.
What a gorgeous looking stroke from PG. He has exceptional touch from distance.
It's stolen by Adams. Now Jordan in the corner. It's Westbrook. Offline with his 3.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Miller dishes to Cousins. Rondo kicks to Miller. The feed to Crawford. Clock at 6. The tray. A second chance effort. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Anthony Davis.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Jordan, the good-looking shot from the wing. Jordan's got 30 points.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Doris, with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone, does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended periods because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt. Cousins, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by George. 32 points for Jordan.
Well, just the ability to have the kind of vision that Paul George has, exceptional at getting his teammates the basketball.
Cousins against Patterson. And Cousins gets it to go.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Jordan the pass to George. Jordan against Crawford. Westbrook dishes to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Here's Patterson. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, the tight defense having zero effect on Patrick Patterson, as strong as he is. He just says, hey, bring it, fellas. I'm going to score it anyway.
Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. And New Orleans also making a change. Allen's checked in for Jordan Crawford. Patterson no good on the free throw. Pelicans trailed by 11. And stolen by Jordan.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Oklahoma City.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jordan.
Well, guys, this guy has been a handful all night long. His scoring really propelled them, and no matter what the matchup was or what the scheme they tried to use, they could not keep this guy in check.
Tanner, high post. Jordan against Allen, just 5 on the clock. Jordan kicks to Cantor, shoots over Cousins. The shot's good from Cantor. And the Thunder lead by 11.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
It's Jordan on the wing. He feeds it to Cantor. To the middle. And the shot goes in.
Up by double digits, little time remaining, way to defend your house.
Well, this is what you call taking care of your business, showing dominance on their home floor. What an excellent effort.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Hey, DJ.
Hey.
Great game out there. Look, Shaq and the guys want to talk to you in the studio.
Really?
So stand, yeah, right this way. Stand
hold
here,
on.
and
Okay.
we'll get you set up. Perfect.
It's good.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Standing by on headset near the locker rooms, right down the hall, around the corner. We get a chance to catch up with our postgame guest.
Hey, Shaq here. I love how you were able to take control of the game with your score. Was this a barbecue chicken alert kind of night?
Shaq, man, it was a barbecue chicken night mixed in with some yams, maybe some cornbread and some pie too. Because guess what? I was straight feasting on that defense. I mean, when I get in the zone like that, there isn't anyone in the league that can stop me. Now, feel free to quote me on that, Shaq.
Ernie, back to you. Ernie, order me a pizza.
And thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We'll see you next time, and the time after that, too.